So today we're going to do a deep dive into LuxAlgo's new AI backtesting assistant.
Sounds promising.
They're saying this thing is like 10 times easier than traditional backtesting.
Wow.
And it can find the ideal strategy for you within seconds.
I mean, who wouldn't want that? No more late nights just hunched over the charts.
Exactly. It's like having a personal analyst working around the clock just for you.
So no more tweaking those settings endlessly.
Oh, the AI does all the heavy lifting.
That sounds almost too good to be true.
Right.
So how does it actually work?
Well, from what they're saying in the video, LuxAlgo trained this AI on a vast number of parameters from their own indicator toolkits.
Interesting. So it's drawing on their existing knowledge base.
Exactly. They're focusing on 20 of the most traded assets.
Makes sense.
And 3 key time frames, at least for now.
Got it. So it's like taking all that data and then applying it to current market conditions.
Yeah, but here's where I get a little skeptical. If it's only using data from their own indicators, isn't that a little limited?
That's a good point.
Like, what about all the other factors that could impact the market?
Like news events or just broader economic trends?
Right, exactly.
So it sounds like there's more to the story than just their indicators.
Yeah, the video does say that the AI understands the current price action, but it's not clear how it accounts for all those external factors.
Definitely something to keep in mind.
Another thing that caught my attention was the claim that this AI is super user-friendly.
Oh, so even for those of us who aren't like super tech savvy?
Yeah, you supposedly interact with it using natural language prompts.
Interesting. What do you mean by that?
It's like you're just talking to a trading buddy. So you could say something like, find me a high probability strategy for Amazon after this breakout.
So no need to be a coding whiz.
Exactly. But that ease of use, it kind of raises another question for me.
What's that?
How do we know that the backtesting results are accurate?
Right. We're basically trusting this like black box to do this really complex analysis.
Exactly. And speaking of black boxes, the video doesn't really say much about how the AI was trained or validated.
That's a pretty big missing piece.
It's like they're giving us this shiny new toy, but we're not sure if it's going to work as advertised.
So it seems like there are a lot of unanswered questions.
Yeah, definitely. It's almost like they're dangling this really cool thing in front of us.
But we need more information to really know if it lives up to the hype.
Exactly. So even though the video paints this rosy picture, we still need to dig a little deeper and ask some critical questions.
So do these AI-powered tools really deliver? Can they help us find those profitable strategies, or is it just another hype cycle?
That's the million-dollar question.
Yeah.
And that's what we're going to try to figure out in this deep dive.
Sounds like a plan.
So let's shift gears for a minute and try to think about this from the listener's perspective.
Okay.
Imagine you're a trader who's interested in this technology, but also wants to be smart.
Makes sense.
What are some of the key things you should be thinking?
Well, first and foremost, I'd say caution is key.
Okay.
Don't let the allure of AI cloud your judgment.
Right. It's still a tool.
Exactly. It's not a guaranteed path to success.
Just like any trading strategy or indicator, you need to understand how it works.
Right.
You know what its limitations are.
And whether it fits your trading style.
Exactly. So due diligence is key.
Absolutely. Do your research. Don't just take LuxAlgo's word for it. Look for independent reviews.
Okay.
And try to really understand the underlying methodology.
So we've got caution and due diligence covered. But let's be real. Part of the appeal here is the potential to streamline our trading process.
Of course.
I mean, who wouldn't want to find winning strategies faster and with less effort?
Yeah, that's the dream.
If this technology actually lives up to the hype, it could be a game changer.
Imagine being able to quickly test thousands of potential setups and identify the ones with the highest win rates or profit factors.
Yeah, it could save us so much time and effort.
It would completely change how we approach technical analysis.
It almost sounds too good to be true.
Right.
But if it does work,
the
implications are pretty mind-blowing.
No doubt. But even if it works flawlessly, there's still one crucial element that can't be replaced by AI.
And what's that?
Your own understanding of the market.
Okay, so you're saying even with an AI assistant crunching numbers and spitting out strategies, we still need to be active and engaged traders.
Absolutely. No algorithm, no matter how sophisticated, can fully grasp the nuances of the market.
Or account for every possible scenario.
Right. You still need to be able to interpret the AI's suggestions, apply your own risk management strategy, and adapt to those ever-changing market conditions.
So it's not about replacing human judgment. It's about augmenting it.
Exactly. Using AI as a tool to enhance our decision-making process.
Not to completely outsource it.
Exactly. It's more like a partnership.
Okay, I like that.
You bring your market knowledge, your risk tolerance, your trading goals.
Right.
And the AI helps you explore different strategies and find those potential opportunities
that you might have missed otherwise.
Exactly.
That's a great way to frame it. It's about finding that synergy between human intelligence and artificial intelligence.
And that's what we need to keep in mind as we navigate this new world of AI-powered trading tools.
Okay.
It's about embracing the potential, but staying grounded in the realities of the market.
All right, so we've covered a lot of ground in this first part of our deep dive. We talked about LuxAlgo's bold claim, the potential benefits, and the really crucial questions we need to ask. Okay. Now, in the next part, we're going to get into the nitty-gritty details of how this AI assistant actually works.
Looking forward to it.
We'll break down the examples LuxAlgo provides in their video.
Okay.
And we'll try to separate the substance from the hype.
It's going to be interesting to see what they actually show us.
So stay tuned, and we'll be right back after a word from our sponsors. All right, so we've talked a lot about the theory behind this AI backtesting assistant from LuxAlgo.
Yeah, the concept is intriguing.
But you're probably wondering, how does this thing actually work, like in practice?
Right. Show me the money.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, LuxAlgo actually walks through a couple of scenarios in their video.
Oh, perfect.
And I think it's worth taking a closer look.
Yeah, let's see what they've got.
Now, keep in mind, these are carefully curated examples presented by LuxAlgo themselves.
Of course.
So we still need to maintain a healthy dose of skepticism.
Right. It's like watching a cooking show. The final dish always looks amazing.
Yeah.
But we don't see all the behind-the-scenes mishaps.
Exactly. But even with that caveat in mind, I'm still curious to see how they're presenting this AI in action.
Me too. So what's the first scenario?
So in one scenario, they show a trader looking at a 15-minute chart of Amazon.
Okay.
And the trader believes that Amazon has just broken out of a range and is retesting those highs.
Classic breakout setup.
Right. Which could signal a potential long opportunity.
Yeah, you're watching the chart, you see that breakout, and you're thinking, all right, this could be a good entry point.
Right, but then you have to figure out the specifics.
Yeah, like your entry order, your stop loss, your profit target.
And that's where the AI supposedly steps in.
Okay, so instead of manually testing different indicator combinations and settings, which can be super time-consuming
and overwhelming,
the trader just types in a natural language prompt.
Okay, so what would that look like?
Something like, Amazon broke out of a range, retesting highs, find a strategy with a win rate above 60% using the trend catcher.
Hold on, trend catcher. I'm assuming that's one of LuxAlgo's existing indicators.
It is.
But for those who aren't familiar, can you give us a quick rundown?
Sure. The trend catcher, as the name suggests, is designed to identify and capitalize on trends in the market.
Okay.
It uses a combination of moving averages and other technical indicators to pinpoint those potential entry and exit points.
So in this scenario, the trader is basically asking the AI to take their analysis of the Amazon chart, the breakout, the retest, and combine that with the trend catcher indicator to find a high probability strategy.
Precisely. And according to LuxAlgo, the AI then analyzes the current price action, considers all the parameters of the trend catcher, and spits out an optimal strategy within seconds.
That sounds incredibly efficient.
It does.
But here's where my skepticism kicks in again.
What's that?
We don't actually see the AI's results in the video.
Oh, really?
They don't show us the specific entry and exit points, the actual win rate achieved in backtesting, or any of the nitty-gritty details.
It's like they're showing us the sizzle, but not the steak.
Right.
We're left to trust that the AI did, in fact, find a strategy that meets the trader's criteria.
Right.
But without seeing the evidence, it's hard to assess how effective it truly is.
Okay, so that's one example.
Yeah.
Didn't they also show how the AI could be used to find a high profit factor strategy for Bitcoin?
Yeah, that's the second scenario they present. In this case, the trader is focused on maximizing profitability rather than win rate. They ask the AI for the best profit factor strategy on the 5-minute Bitcoin chart, this time using a combination of LuxAlgo's overlays and confirmation signals.
Now, for our listeners who might be newer to trading, could you briefly explain what profit factor means?
Sure. Profit factor is essentially a measure of how much profit you're making for every dollar you risk. So a profit factor of 2 means that for every dollar you risk, you're making $2 in profit on average. It's a way to evaluate the overall profitability of a trading strategy.
So in this Bitcoin example, the trader is prioritizing strategies that have the potential to generate higher returns, even if it means accepting a lower win rate.
Exactly. And again, the AI supposedly crunches the data analyzes the price action and delivers a tailored strategy.
Okay.
But just like in the Amazon example, we don't get to see the actual results.
That's a bit frustrating. It makes you wonder if they're intentionally being vague to avoid revealing any limitations or potential downsides of the AI.
It's possible. Marketing often focuses on highlighting the positives and glossing over the complexities. But as discerning traders, we need to dig deeper and ask those critical questions.
We can't just accept these claims at face value. We need to think critically and evaluate the evidence.
Or in this case, the lack thereof.
And even if we assume that the AI did find profitable strategies in these examples, it's important to remember that past performance is not a guarantee of future results.
Absolutely. Just because a strategy worked well in backtesting doesn't mean it will work in live trading.
The market is constantly evolving, and what worked yesterday might not work tomorrow.
Exactly. And this is where the importance of understanding the market and having a solid trading plan comes into play.
Okay.
No AI, no matter how sophisticated, can replace the need for human judgment and adaptability.
So even if this AI delivers on its promises, it's not a magic bullet. It's still up to the trader to use it effectively and make informed decisions.
Precisely. It's about using AI as a tool to enhance your trading process, not to completely replace your own analysis and decision-making.
All right, so we've looked at a couple of examples of how LuxAlgo's AI backtesting assistant is supposed to work. But I think the key takeaway here is that we need to be cautious about drawing firm conclusions based on limited information.
We need to see more evidence, more transparency, and more real-world results before we can definitively say whether this AI lives up to the hype.
Okay, so let's shift our focus to the bigger picture. Even if we take these examples with a grain of salt, they do raise some interesting questions about the future of trading and the role of AI.
Absolutely. The fact that LuxAlgo is investing in this technology and showcasing it so prominently suggests that they see AI as a key part of their future.
Right. And it's likely that other trading platforms and software developers are exploring similar avenues.
No doubt. So whether or not this particular AI assistant proves to be a game changer, it seems clear that AI is going to play an increasingly important role in trading.
And that raises some crucial questions for all of us.
Like what?
How will these AI-powered tools shape the way we approach trading? Will they democratize access to sophisticated strategies, or will they create new challenges and risks?
These are questions that we'll need to grapple with as this technology continues to evolve.
But for now, I think the most important thing is to stay informed, be critical, and always do your own research before making any trading decisions.
I couldn't agree more. The more we understand about these tools, their potential, and their limitations, the better equipped we'll be to navigate this evolving landscape of trading.
Okay, so we've talked about the theory. We looked at those examples.
Yeah, we really tried to break it down.
And we discussed the big picture implications of AI and trading.
Right. It raises a lot of questions.
But at the end of the day, I think the question on everyone's mind is, do these AI-powered trading tools actually work?
Yeah, that's the million-dollar question.
And it's tough because there isn't a simple yes or no answer. We need more evidence, more data, more real-world testing to really know for sure.
I think we're in that in-between phase.
What do you mean?
The technology is showing all this promise,
but
we need more concrete proof to really back it up.
It's like we're on the verge of this big scientific breakthrough, but we're still waiting for the results of those clinical trials.
That's a great analogy.
So I guess the key takeaway is that we need to be patient and just approach this whole thing with a balanced mindset.
I think that's a great way to put it.
Embrace the potential.
But don't let go of your critical thinking skills.
Exactly. Stay curious.
Explore new tools.
But always do your own research.
Test things out for yourself and never risk more than you can afford to lose.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah.
And on that note, if you're intrigued by LuxAlgo and their AI backtesting assistant, and you want to see what it's all about, we've included an affiliate link in the description.
But remember, whether you try out LuxAlgo or not, the key is to stay informed, stay engaged, and never stop learning.
Couldn't agree more. And that wraps up our deep dive into LuxAlgo's AI backtesting assistant.
Hopefully you found it helpful.
As always, we appreciate you joining us on this journey of exploring the ever-evolving world of trading.
And until next time, happy trading, everyone.